No
Oh,
OSHA
good.
Get run
violation.
over.
Oh, yeah. Okay, recording has started. Don't say anything bad about Rye because he's not here.
My favorite type of bread.
Oh, wow. He went there.
I was going for a red joke.
Bread
You
named
can do it.
motherfucker.
Jesus.
Damn.
Okay.
Restart the recording. Let's just.
No, that's going in. That's absolutely going in.
That's the episode title right there.
Bread.
Bread
Bread named
named just a
motherfucker.
total non sequitur. Doesn't tell us what the episode is about, but it is called Bread Named Motherfucker.
That's a good
No,
one.
no, no.
ChatGPT, how can I get YouTube to show my video to exactly 0 people?
No.
Put
That
these
is-
chumps in it.
That is the subtitle to Mayonnaise Sandwiches Part 2.
Oh,
Mayonnaise sandwiches part
Oh.
2, colon
Big Mac.
bread named motherfucker.
Oh, and that's not mayonnaise.
I thought we were going to call it Big Mac
Oh, no.
because it's 2 sandwiches.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Well,
Return
It's
of
all-
the Big Mac.
it's all love here, Rye. I just wanted to say
Double
that.
decker with mayonnaise on it.
That's
Top
right.
deck, double decker.
Double decker.
Because ships got decks.
Dex, yeah, that's right.
One's like a triple decker.
I
They
know a couple
technically
things.
do. Wow. Okay. So, we were having a great time sailing
Yeah.
with all the people who hate you the most from the Wormwood. You were on the Man's Promise. On, let's see, where's the top deck? Here it is. We were sailing a direction. It was not exactly the direction that you believe these folks were commanded to sail. I think they changed and they have their own plans. And you guys didn't want to say the M word, so you have coded your planning language that you are plotting a mayonnaise. But you also believe that the ship's temporary captain and first mate are also planning a mayonnaise. Who will deploy their pale, slimy, gelatinous goo first? Okay.
I mean, if we really think about it, what they're doing is not a mayonnaise, because they're not kicking out the captain and taking over the ship.
Okay.
What they're doing is grand theft larceny.
Okay. Okay.
So, a lettuce.
So you would, yeah. So like,
I can
let us-
bamboozle.
as in, you're gonna let us have this ship. Is that what
Oh,
you?
so
Sure.
true.
Yo.
No.
I love it.
Never mind.
I was talking to Ambrose earlier, guys. I don't know. He told me forget about it. Not a good idea. Unlearn it. So I don't know. At the very least, probably don't want to tell him any more about it.
I feel like we don't have much of a choice unless we want to be part of their lettuce.
They're not gonna let us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll kill us.
Yeah. I feel like I just straight up feel like we don't have a choice.
It is our ship or our
That's true.
coffin.
Let's have, and again, like most skill checks, you need to have ranks in the skill. But let's have sense motive checks. And from Wuhan, or anybody that has knowledge nature or geography. Wuhan, you can roll your pirate check. Sarah,
Natural
Tosh.
20. Roll out.
Hell yeah.
I actually have skill points now. I switched out my charisma for some intelligence.
Cool.
Much superior.
Sarah, you detect a different vibe in Plug, Scourge, and all of their favorite officers and toadies that they brought aboard the ship. They have filled this ship with people who are absolutely like with them, obviously, and then a smaller group of people that they hate. And they are working you guys to the point of exhaustion. They are never ever really letting you rest, giving you very few breaks, not even really much grog, which is a normal thing. And the vibe you get from them is very dark. They like you even less than before, and they're very on their guard and very reserved around you.
Okay, I share that with Captain Storgrim.
Buhan, there is an extremely heavy storm coming on in the next couple hours.
Okay. I'm gonna try to covertly inform the others that I know there's a storm coming.
You
And,
hear the Captain Plug turns and looks at Buhan and he says, "Storm." They've been looking at the sky too. You think they think the same thing.
What, Buhan, were you trying to keep that quiet?
Well, they noticed it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was gonna say I was gonna try and bluff them a little bit if it was a matter of them you trying to keep it quiet and stuff. But
I think I would like to, but they noticed it.
okay.
Plug calls all hands to the deck. And you guys are just yelled at, told to grab this, pull that, go over there, someone climb up here. The ship is worked at all points. Even Ambrose comes on deck or peeks from down the stairs. He doesn't really come up. And just watches to see if he's needed. And when he sees everybody running to their stations, you can all give me a sailor or pirate check. It's looking pretty good, you guys. Even though you're exhausted and you're a little worried about your mayonnaise and other people's mayonnaise or lettuce,
Yeah.
tomato, pickled onion, you are just feeling a little more competent at working the ship. And you quickly realize that you really don't have a full crew, but you barely have enough to work both masts, the sails, which you'll need to do to keep the ship turned into giant waves. Because if you get hit in the side by a big enough wave, the ship will tumble. And if it doesn't come back up, or if it just stays upside down, or the sails lay over in the water, that's it. You will all die at sea. I've heard stories about it. Storms rolling a ship over, and that's what you want to avoid. So you guys are sailing more or less into the storm because you can't get around it. It's too wide, and the sky turns a very strange color of green.
I was wondering what that was. I thought I fucked up my computer.
Yes.
That's
Okay, immediately throws his monitor in the trash. My work is done here. You haven't had a chance to talk to everybody yet. You guys have been slowly, calmly discussing the possibility of a mayonnaise, but you haven't quite talked to everyone. And Buhan, seeing the ship worked with a skeleton crew makes you realize that if either side had had the mayonnaise before this storm rolled on, you might be in even greater danger because you need everyone right now.
Okay, that's a good point.
And you guys sail on, and the storm gets heavier and heavier, louder and louder, as you are just soaked. You're cold. Wind is blasting you in the face. The sails are flapping violently around your ears. Any rope you grab wrong just suddenly moves in your hand and almost tears the skin off the palms of your hands. It's nerve-wracking to work a ship in a situation like this. Kind of thrilling, but mostly nerve-wracking. And you guys are just kind of trying to stay upright. Let's see. There we go. don't think I have. There we go. Let's see how this works. Oh god, too loud. Is that too loud? Or are you guys okay?
Good.
That was
Okay.
good.
Okay. Comes on into the evening time. There's been several times where Plug had to call for a major direction change, but you guys are riding these waves, and the distance between the top of the wave and the valley in between is getting bigger and bigger. The ship is now it's like sliding down an 80-foot cliff, and then you position the sails exactly right, and a couple of times the masthead, the front of the ship, dips in the water, and a huge sheet of ice cold water just rolls across the deck, knocking people off their feet if they're not ready, and people grab each other by the hand. People who hate each other reach out and stop anyone from going over the side. It is everyone together against the storm in this moment. And you guys are riding these up and down, and you hear Plug call for someone to go up in the crow's nest and try to see which direction is lighter, which is the way we should go. So someone who can climb well and can handle being up heights needs to head up into the crow's nest.
The crow needs to go into the crow's nest.
It's where she
Okay.
belongs.
Sarah climbs up. At several points, you see her hanging on. She's, hand over hand, feet grabbing onto the ropes. She gets maybe 30 or 40 feet off the deck, about halfway up, and the ship violently shifts to one side. The wind blows with it, and you see her feet come loose, and she is just lateral, hanging onto the climbing ropes, being blown sideways like a flag, and she just hangs there, which is what any of you know to do or have been taught to do by your fellow sailors. And when the wind lets up, she gets slammed back onto the mast, and she just keeps climbing. She gets all the way up to the top, and you can make me a perception check, Sarah.
Nice.
Ooh, big roll.
Good, good.
You can see that the waves are getting over 100 feet top to valley, a little bit to the west, and it's a little lighter to the east, you think. You can almost see a lighter, there's just black and green clouds in every direction, but in that direction they're slightly lighter.
Okay, I pass that along to whoever need to.
Okay. We'll need a profession sailor check from everyone, as Plug will try to make a very difficult heading change in the middle of the storm to head for that location. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7. Okay. So he has the competent crew plus 14 to this.
Is it a class skill for everyone?
What?
Profession sailor? Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Okay, sorry. I was
Yeah, it should be
confused.
for pretty much anyone. Let me know if it's not. I'll make it one.
No,
I
This
don't
can't-
have.
This campaign, either sailor or pirate is going to be a class skill for every person you meet.
Okay, I just wanted to ask because I don't have sailor. I have pirate.
They're the same skill, technically. Fiddles and violins. So, Plug turns, and
Turn
Sarah...
away.
Hell yeah. Crunch it. Sarah, you're just hanging on to the mast or the crow's nest for dear life, hunkering down at it, hoping the direction you chose is the right one. And you guys head this way for a second. You take a couple really jarring hits to the side as a wave crashes into the side of the ship. And at one point, the ship rolls about 30 or 40 degrees to the right, pushed by waves, and you are sailing at just sort of a funny angle. Everyone's hanging on, leaning sideways, straining their eyes in the storm to see what's ahead. And you feel the ship slide down one of these troughs, come up and slam straight through a wave that just brings a sheet of water, just 10,000 gallons of water slams in everyone's face. And you can all make a reflex save on the main deck here.
Do I need to make one?
Yeah. Well, no, you're up at the top. You can just hang on.
Okay.
Natural 20. Roll out.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
Someone's rolling hot.
The priest of Bismarck.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Conchabar's doing great too. Okay. Vaughn, you and Shafeng, Buhan, you all lose your grip and slide towards the back of the ship. But
Thank
you
God.
are... Let's see. Let's see who grabs you. Scourge puts a foot out and catches Shafeng as you slide past him, and he goes, "Get back to work." And Sandara, you made yours. You can try to grab somebody. She is rolling so hot. She grabs a rope and throws it at, let's see who else slipped. Buhan and Vaughn. Just literally throws a rope at both of you. You get hit in the face with 50 foot of rope, and she holds on to one end and lashes it around something and just grabs it with both of her hands. She doesn't even have time to tie the knot. You guys grab onto it, she holds, and you don't go over the side.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandara.
Very good job. And she seems very competent and very calm in the storm, sort of, whether it's trusting to her god or what. She is calmer than the rest of you. Sarah, you can make me another perception check.
No, not as good.
How did you do?
16.
16. Yeah, this is going to be hard for you to see, I think. Okay, so let me do this, and then let me do this. You had a chance to see it before everyone else. Now everyone else can make a perception check. If your perception check is above a 15, you will be able to act in round 1. You guys can roll initiative.
Oh no, I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 14.
Just under it.
I'm
You
gonna
will be
start crying.
surprised. That's a lot of dice. Okay, Foundry.
I don't
Natural
think I
1.
see that my dice.
Failure.
Oh,
Natural
did
1.
I roll that one?
Natural 20.
Oh my god, Prime, no!
Holy shit, I have never seen that many dice in Foundry.
What
at
just
once.
happened?
That was crazy.
Honestly, lucky that it only yelled at us with Prime like twice.
I rolled a nat 1 on that.
Thank you. Means I'm not
Actu-
last.
Actually rolled well on something.
Finally.
Actually, yes, sir. I'm actually in front of sir. Rye's here in the chat the chat channel.
He's probably
Yo,
logging in.
I'm here.
I just
Hey.
rolled
There it
initiative
is.
for Riviera. But as usual, things are going great.
Yeah, why the fuck am I like right next to plugs?
Why not?
There's not much room on the ship.
The ship is in a storm, and people have almost gone overboard. It's been kind of scary, and they are just fighting to get the ship to a safer area.
You need to remove Phipps. He's gone.
Oh yeah. Where
Oh
is-
yeah.
Fucking psychopath Stormgrim over here.
Didn't he die?
Yep.
Yeah.
I beat him unconscious, and drugged him up on the deck, and tossed him to the sharks.
Oh, that's why you
Because I
remember it
told
so
him
well.
that
You
you were
did it.
calling him a fuck bucket chumwit or whatever, right?
Yeah. Where is he? I don't. There's okay.
I don't know. I just see him on
Port
the. I
side.
see him on the tracker.
That dead
Where's Storgrim on the
motherfucker.
boat? I was trying to find him
Yep.
earlier.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Holden, did you make your perception check?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. We'll just skip that incredible initiative then.
Yep, as usual.
Shafeng, did you make your perception check?
Nope.
Hell yeah.
What was that?
What was that noise?
Your death.
There's a lot of weird noises going on tonight.
I don't like it.
Is he saying hey with like a rattly bone voice? Is that what it is?
No, it is some sort of sea monster.
Foremast Jack. Damn, good check. This foremast Jack on this left side here goes, "There's something in the water. There's a lot of somethings in the water." And he looks over at Master Scourge. And Scourge, let's see. I need to actually make him make his check. Let's see how he did. Okay. Scourge listens to the foremast Jack and then steps over to the rail, yells at Holden and Vaughn and Sendara to hold the rope that he was hanging on to, and he looks over the port side into the water and he goes, "Grindy lows, you lot," pointing at you guys, basically. You guys, Owlbear, and Sendara. He's like, "Prepare to rebel borders. The rest of you, hang on. Keep working this ship." And he jumps back, grabs the rope, and ties it off to something else. And he goes, "Let go. Give me it. Get your weapons. They're coming." Sendara. Let's see, what do you got? She instantly cast Monkey Fish on herself. There we go. Did you make a perception, Bob?
I did. I did make my perception.
Looking over the left side here, you can see strange creatures. They are sliding up the side of the ship. They sort of cartwheel up the side of the ship like an octopus on their many, many, many legs. They have the upper body. They almost look like a cross between a goblin and an octopus. From the waist down, it's just tentacles everywhere. And they have a normal humanoid sort of torso. It's sort of green, gray, rubbery, wet-looking flesh. Perfect for slipping through the water. And then a hideous, wide-eyed, green-eyed, just nasty-looking mouth filled with sharp teeth and strange tentacles like ears coming off the side of the head with little horns at the top. And their hands look like grippy squid sort of tentacles or octopus suction cups. And it is... several of them are just tumbling up the side of the ship like it's nothing.
I call him out, say, "Yeah, Nasty's over here." And I think Sendara had the right idea. I will also cast Monkey Fish, so that if I go over the side, I do not die. Do not for sure die.
Okay. This guy jumps over. He is commanded to keep working the ship, which he does.
Natural 1.
Well
Failure.
done, sir. Yep, he grabs the wrong thing and gets yelled at by Plug immediately.
That jaundice, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, he doesn't look too good. He looks a little jaundiced. Okay. Let's see. This side, that's going to be you. You have goodwill save, though. Ew. Oops. Reveal. Sandara lets go of the rope she was holding and sort of stumbles backwards, falls down to the ground and leans up against the rail and just goes limp, lays back, arms and legs flop out to the sides, her eyes roll back and her mouth is open, rain pouring into her face, and she just sort of lays there.
Kick her. Wake her up.
Alright. You see tentacles reach up from over the side of the ship right next to her and grab her, flick her weapon away from her, and start to pull her over the side.
No.
Rahatuni, you are sailing the ship, sir. Doing a pretty good job of it, actually. Rye, if you're in, make a perception check for me. You want?
I did earlier.
Did you make a 15?
Yeah, I got like a 20, like 8-ish.
Okay, you have targets then.
Oh, goody.
I will remind that Sandra's kind of on our side for the upcoming mayonnaise.
So where's the one that's trying to, pull Sendar off the boat?
So she is Chipotle Mayo, not Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
Miracle Whip is bad. Just objectively bad.
Does I know all the mayonnaise lingo? He wasn't here last time, right?
That's true.
I'd be
Oh,
very
yeah.
confused.
We've been saying to mean mutiny mayonnaise.
Oh, don't say that word.
Oh, I mean
He's heard it once, that's all he needs. He gets it.
So where was the one that's trying to pull Sendar off?
Over the side here, hanging onto the side of the ship.
I guess I'll take a shot. Is he within 30 feet?
Oh, yeah. You lean over the side of the rail, which is dangerous in the storm. In fact, make me a pirate or sailor check.
Sure. I'm amazing at that shit. If I can find it. Really?
Okay, make me a reflex save also. You're probably fine. Unless you roll like below 5 on this, you're fine. Okay. You hook your leg around a rope and try to lean over to the side and take a shot at this thing. And the rope gives more than you thought it would, and you almost tumble over the side. But then you hook your other foot on the rail, and you can take your shot. Great shot. You blast him straight through the body, and you see the weird dark green iridescent sort of blood splatter out behind him onto the ocean below. And he sort of goes limp and pulls, and he and her body both tumble into the sea.
Oh shit.
This guy is working the ship. This guy working the ship. This guy working the ship. Rosie, you are here. shit. She will. She grabs a rope and ties it around herself and leans over the side and throws a lasso down at Sandara, who is still somewhat floating at the surface, and gets it hooked around part of her body, like one arm.
What is going on with Foundry?
The Grindelows, I think.
Yeah. There's a lot of hidden ones.
Okay, foremast jack, remove, captain plug. Let's see how he's doing. He goes, "Man overboard!" He sees them go over and he yells that out.
Natural
you
1.
You see him
Failure.
squinting ahead, unable to see, and he goes, "God damn it, Sarah, where are we going?" And he spins the wheels. Sarah, you all feel the entire ship lurch suddenly to port, turning like 3 or 4 degrees.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we wouldn't have our armor or our main weapons because we wouldn't be expecting a fight in a storm, right?
Yeah, normally no.
Okay, so I'm going to turn these off, and I also did not.
Did not perceive?
Did not perceive. I just wanted to ask that question before we moved on.
Sure. Foremast jack, sail the ship. Yes. Let's have... Who is over here? Vaughn, make a will save.
I've seen how this goes. I'm not falling for that shit.
You feel suddenly very tired. Your eyes almost fully close at one point, and then you realize what's happening. You're being affected by a spell, and you can see a little grindy low looking at you from the water, sort of half out of the water, treading water very well, looking at you, casting sleep, but you resist.
My turn.
Sarah, did you make your perception check?
I did.
You are up in the crow's nest. You can see chaos break out on the decks. Half of the people who are sailing the ship, and you needed all of them sailing the ship, are now running over to the side. Someone tumbled over the side. It looks like someone else is trying to haul them out with a rope. And the ship suddenly lurches, maybe 10 degrees port. And looking that direction, you can't tell if that's better or worse. What do you do?
Can I make another perception to see which way we're going? Want to see which way we're going?
Sure.
Okay. Even worse, I don't see shit.
It's just a sheet of fog and rain ahead of you. You cannot see more than 50 feet in front of you. And the bow of the boat is more than that in front of you. You can't even see the masthead from here.
Alright, 27 pirate check. Do I know is there something I should be doing to help us not flounder
If you could
and get
see,
broadsided by a wave?
If you could see, you're okay with the waves. The waves are less here. Your change of direction into this heading has greatly lowered the up and down. In fact, you think these things probably wouldn't have been able to attack you if you guys had stayed out in the 100-foot waves. Maybe they could. They're pretty great swimmers, but You're in calmer seas now. You're riding waves that are maybe 30 or 40 feet high. Still very dangerous if anybody goes over the side, which someone is, but yeah, you can either stay up here trying to perceive, or you can go down and join the fight below since you can't see much.
Yeah, I'll 29 acrobatics down as far as I can.
Okay. You grab one of the loose lines up here by the crow's nest and slide all the way down to the deck. And you made your perception check so you're aware of the attack. You can see that Rosie, when you slide down to the deck, Rosie is leaning over, like half her body is over the rail. She has her feet wrapped around a part of the rail to try and not fall over herself. And she is hanging onto a rope that is attached to whoever else went over.
Okay.
Anything
Is
else
that
you'd
my
like to
turn?
do? Yeah, I'd give you a move action if you want to do something else.
I'll go over towards Rosie to protect her flank, and if anything comes over the side of her too.
Okay. Okay.
I'm assuming she's the closest to me anyway.
Yeah, I put you right next to her. You sort of rapid descent with a rope. It was actually very dangerous, but 29 acrobatics made it work. And let's see. You're going to have to make this one, Rosie. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Roll out.
Could be a tough lass.
You see her get hit with a spell, and she just screams into the storm, "Fuck off!" They try to grab her, and she quickly reels backwards, hanging onto the rope just barely. Dodges their attempt to grab. Narwhal, you are sailing the ship. Over here. Holden, make a will save.
No. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wow. 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 1, because it is mind affecting, gets you to a 5.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Vaughn, you feel sort of a clunk as something hits your feet, and you look over and realize it's Holden, passed out cold on the deck next to you.
No! Brother!
Aretta, you need to be sailing the ship. And then foremast Jack, sailing the ship. Target. Terrible. Tons of tentacles are reaching up, trying to grab Rosie and pull her into. Conchabar runs over to that side of the deck. Doesn't have sailing or pirate.
What the fuck?
He has
fuck?
he has singing and gambling.
Oh,
I blame Harrison, but this is probably how
Yeah.
it is in the book also.
that's total Harrison pick though too.
2. Conchabar runs towards Rosie and goes, "I'm coming, lass!" And he dives for her feet, slips and slides off the rail into the water.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Oh no.
cataclysmic failure. He goes over the side right next to where Sandara went in.
With that mustache, we knew it was coming.
I didn't make my perception check, so.
All right, cool, good turn. Owlbear. With a 3 perception, Owlbear makes it. He turns as a grindy low is coming up the side and takes a mighty swing at it, slips and falls down, missing the grindy low.
I believe you get a will save each turn, right?
No.
No, I think someone's got to
Yeah.
wake you up.
Yeah, something's gonna wake you up.
We're going to call that a delay. You're delaying. I hear that hype track in my dreams.
Nice. I hope you do. Alright. I'm gonna use my martial flexibility as a move action. And I'm gonna put on this buff that I just added, called Resisting Grappler. That if someone tries to grapple me, it provokes an attack of opportunity from me, unless they have improved grapple, which I don't know. But yeah, I see everyone getting grabbed around me, so I prepare myself.
They do have improved grapple, but that feat's so cool, I think you should get it anyway.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, I've been studying, seeing everyone around me get grabbed and tentacles come in. I've been thinking, okay, I can punch it right here.
Yeah.
When it comes in on the fleshy side.
You've assumed hentai stance.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Hentai stance might be a little more welcoming towards it.
Oh.
And
well,
anti-hit
Oh.
stance.
Oh.
Oh, did we start writing porn already?
Yup. Just started.
So that guy's
Okay.
right next to me.
Yeah, take
just
your
saw him.
AOO. Take your AOO. It crawls up the side, flips
Oh, I
over
hadn't
the rail.
attacked yet though. All I had done was a move.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so let me.
You do see that one coming for
that
you.
guy. Okay. So I'll just do a single attack on him with my fist. Try to punch him in the face.
You miss barely. He's a
Okay.
slippery little guy. You almost get a piece of him, but it just sort of slides off. You just wing the top of his head. Are you going to move or
Okay.
anything else? Or that was your AOO
yeah.
because he tries to grapple you.
Oh, okay. That was the AOO.
Yeah, sure.
Well, no, I already did my move action for the
Okay.
martial flexibility. So I would have, I guess if he wasn't
You
there,
can just
I
straight
would've
up attack
moved.
him if you want. I'm fine. with it.
Well, he moved after I did it, or I'm a little
it's okay.
confused. Okay.
I cheated, so we're
um,
screwing him because I cheated.
All right. There we
Don't
go.
matter.
So I try to smash him on the top of the head with
These
a hammer
tentacles
fist.
come in, and Shafang slaps the tentacles aside, does a quick spin move, and brings an elbow down straight on this thing's head. And you see its head bounce off the deck of the ship, and then Shafang kicks it over the side.
And then I look at Scourge and I wink.
Yeah. Get the rest of them. This sailor is grappled. And he starts to get pulled over the back of the rail. Do not need a template on that spell foundry. Alright. Pretty key will save here. Failed it by 1. The person steering the ship goes to sleep. As he does, he falls forward onto the wheel, spinning it to the right. The ship was lurching to the port, and now it violently lurches to the starboard, to the point where everyone's center of gravity is shifted underneath you. You're thrown towards the port side, and he falls onto the deck with the wheels still spinning and the rudder turning. This foremast Jack is off the initiative counter, but he runs over, does a diving tackle, and grabs the wheel, successfully stops it so you're not turning anymore. He's now laying on his back, holding the wheel, and the force of the wind, the weight of the ship, and the way the rudders turn now, he doesn't have the strength alone to turn it back to rights. Okay. 17. The sailor's like, I got too much work to do to go to sleep. Sandara, let's see if you can snap out of it.
She's monkey fished if she can zip up the side.
Mm-hmm. She does have monkey fish on, but she's also grappled.
Oh, shoot.
Wait, didn't I kill the dude that grappled her?
No. She's got several of them grabbing her down there.
Oh.
Oh no.
So it entangles owlbear.
Okay. How much of my turn is it to kick Holden and wake him up? You want a melee attack for that?
I think it's a standard.
Or can I trample him?
No. It's at most a move action.
Okay. I kick him in the shin and say, "Wake up!
All right.
Wake up!"
I think you auto wake up. No roll, maybe.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
the auto wake up.
Yeah, slapping or wounding affects the awakens the affected creature.
Yeah. A move action is definitely enough to auto wake him. If you were like,
Yeah.
I run over the top of him without spending an action to do it, then I would maybe give him a very difficult perception check. But he wakes up. So you also have a standard left, Vaughn.
So, you know I'm so good at perceptions, though.
I also have a 5 foot. Would you allow that?
Sure.
And how bad are they doing with the wheel over here?
It's going to take 2 guys to put it back where it should be, and then the ship would then be sailing straight in the wrong direction. You need to go like... At this point, if there's enough room or it's not going to cause you guys to capsize, you might just go in a circle. It's a tough call to make, but the first thing to do would be to get the wheel back to center.
I want a 5 foot south, and then I want to turn my sword into a 20-foot whip and grab the wheel and yank it the right direction.
My God.
Hell yeah.
That's a thing you can do?
Damn straight, the sword hates it. Sword hates whip mode.
The fuck?
Nice.
Plus 10 on attack roll to trip.
Wow.
Oh,
need-
wait! No! What the fuck?
You blade lash the wheel. You attempt a trip maneuver on the wheel. You hook onto it and pull the opposite direction. And with your additional force pulling on the wheel, you see this foremast, Jack. Basically, he's on his back on the deck. He grabs the nearest rung of the wheel and just bench presses it upwards while you pull. And he gets it up a click, and you see him punch sideways to put the brake in place so it won't go any further the wrong way. And he very quickly touches his knuckle to his forehead, looking at you, flips over onto his stomach, and then grabs the piece of the wheel again and deadlifts it upwards another click, and you see it go ka-chunk, ka-chunk, and he just starts lifting one click at a time, like 3 or 5 degrees per lift. He's gonna get it back to rights now.
Hey, good lad.
Holden, undelayed.
Alright. Swift action, I will spend a grip or a panache point to do a me up.
Okay.
And
I got it.
Thank you. It's yeah. And then I'll go, oh shit,
How dare
Rosie.
you!
and move 100 feet, apparently,
Scale is wrong for
to the
this map.
side.
Oh yeah.
Um,
How weird.
so Sandara is still pretty grappled, I'm guessing.
There we go. You look over the side, and you don't even see Sandara. You see a whirling, just a frothing mass of flailing underwater there. You see Conchabar just pop his head up above water, lost his hat, and he is feeling around frantically trying to find Sandara, even though he's now in the mess with her, trying to save her. And Rosie is screaming at Conchabar to grab the rope because she's lost Sandara.
Are these Grindylow attackable?
Yes, you can see those. Those are reaching up trying to grab Rosie, and one of them, this one here, is turning and reaching towards Conchabar.
Okay, I will try to get their attention then, away from Contrabar. I guess I will punch because I probably don't have my weapon on me. And that tracks.
Yeah. Okay. You take a swing at him, and he ducks under it. They are climbing up the ship. There we go. That's why the template was looking weird. Okay. Conchabar. Valiantly resists falling asleep. Okay.
Okay, I'm a little bit. Let's see. Load gun
Hell yeah.
and shoot. Evil little shitheads.
That's right. Miss. A rare miss from you.
Very rare.
You see it
Man, the
splash in the
rolls
water.
today.
Yeah, everybody's rolling pretty piss.
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to spend 2 points of inspiration
Okay.
to add a d6.
Okay. You
Because
would have to
who
roll
knows?
good on the d6. You'd have to roll. Nope, not good enough.
Okay. I mean, it is
Close.
against touch, but yeah.
You see it splash in the water right behind his head. It must have missed him by inches. Mm-hmm.
Natural 1. Failure.
Holden.
Can I make a reflex? Or
To
did Rosie just fall in the water?
Rosie was trying to move down the side of the ship, and she slipped. Yeah, if you forgo
shit.
your next turn, you can make a reflex save and try to reach out a hand and grab her.
Well, since I'm not going to be able to make or head an attack anyways. Yeah.
You reach out and let's see, she's pretty quick too. You reach out your hand, call her name, and she turns up to see you. And the lightning illuminates her face for a second, and your fingers touch, but you can't grab a hold, and she tumbles into the sea. Shafeng. Rika, you're away from your computer. Do you want me to roll your save for you? I think these are settings.
Yeah, if you can do
Clicking
that
it.
for me.
You failed. You're asleep.
Oh shit.
LOL.
Oh man.
This is going pretty bad.
This is bad.
It's a lot of Grindylows, guys.
EPK'd
Hey.
by Grindylows.
We've killed one of them. There's only like 11 more. There's a natural 20.
Oh.
The guy who is deadlifting the wheel back into position, you see tentacles come reaching out from the darkness on the port side back of the ship and grab a hold of his arm, neck, and suction cups attached to his face. And he is screaming, and he's also not letting go of the wheel. Now he's hanging onto the wheel to prevent from being dragged over the side. But he is being dragged. Captain Plug, have a nice sleep.
Lots of bullshit going on here. 20 feet. I could go there. Question. Can I grab a belaying pin or some other improvised weapon to use as a club?
Yeah. Let's see what I got here.
I still got a club on my sheet. I can just use that.
Okay.
Alright. Because these things look too damn rubbery to punch anything effectively, so... And with all the bullshit we got going on up there, I will make my 20 feet of movement, and I'm going to attack him.
Okay. That will hit. You clobber him. They're not very tough. 7 HP is almost all they got, and he reels backwards and lets go of Owlbear. He's still hanging onto the side of the ship, and he looks very hurt and like he would like to leave. Sarah, I'm going to give you another perception check here.
My turn.
17.
You are looking over the side at people flailing in the water, and they are rapidly... The Grindylows have some sort of way of keeping pace with you, but everybody that's falling in, like Rosie and Conchabar, are quickly being left behind by the ship. And
Oh no.
you're looking down at them, and for a moment the lightning flashes, and you can see far away for a second. And 100 feet away, way off the starboard bow, you see something huge sticking up out of the water. And you realize it's either a rock or a coral reef, but either way, it's not anything the ship should be near. And you very quickly realize that if there's something 100 foot to the starboard of the ship, there could be something 100 foot to the port of the ship, or 100 foot in front of it. You think the ship is speeding onto either land or a reef. And the Grindylows seem to realize this all of a sudden too. You see all of them look and chitter at each other and back away. They start backing away from the ship en masse.
Okay. So, what does my... Oh,
They're
shit.
retreating. We've won.
What does my ship pirate
Copyright
skill
on.
tell me that I need to do?
You need to slow the ship down, and you need someone on the very, very front of the ship that can see well. And, do you have a macro for an int check, or whatever your best mental stat is?
It's let me... Wisdom would be my... 22.
it occurs to you immediately that you need all the sails pulled in. You need 2 people on the wheel at least. And then you need someone who can see through mist and fog and storms on the very front of the ship.
That sounds like someone's very specific in our party.
Yeah, doesn't it though?
I
Okay.
guess me.
What, Ray?
He said I was very seemed to be very specific. I'm like, is that me?
Yeah, so I guess I yell for all sails down, and Buhan can see through mist, right? Where's his dumbass at?
I'm up at the top of the ship.
He's up
I
towards the
haven't had
front
a ch-
already.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to move yet at all or do
Yeah,
anything.
he was surprised.
But if you'd like to pass on the message, I can.
And
Yeah.
you could like, you know that several people have gone over the side. But if you don't have all of the crew pulling in the sails right now, the ship is going to slam into something so hard that it just shatters.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd say land straight ahead, pull the sails down, Buhan, look out for land. I do all the piratey sailor things I need to do.
Okay, you move
Okay.
back to the wheel.
Yeah, if that's where I need to go, yeah.
So you know which way to turn. You get back here and you see there is a foremast jack hanging onto the wheel with the Grindylows tentacles around his neck and face, pulling him to the side. And with the tentacles stuck to the side of his face and a look of absolute terror, he sees you run up next to him and he goes, "We still need 5 more points to port."
Okay. So what do I need to do to do that?
You grab
Like-
the wheel and help him, right?
Okay, yeah, I grab the wheel and help him, yeah.
With 2 of you on it, you click it. He is still fighting for his life. He is being grappled right now, but he's not pinned, so he can still work the wheel. At least until its next turn. And you are now steering the ship. And you call it out, and Scourge sees what you're doing, looks around. He looks like he saw the coral reef too. And he repeats exactly what you said. He repeats your orders to reef in, to pull in all the sails, and Buhan to the bow right now.
Will do.
And
On
you
my
say
turn.
however many points to starboard or port. And you don't do nothing else.
Yeah, Buhan. Know your role.
And
Shut your mouth.
And Scourge
I'm
is
doing
yelling.
what you told me to do.
Scourge is yelling that whoever's over the side is gone. Let him go. Or we're all gonna join him. He's screaming at all the sailors to get on the sails, and they start reducing sail as quickly as they possibly can. The Grindylows pull away from the ship. They seem to feel that it is doomed. The vibes are off, and they leave. But they
Vibes are
do
bad.
drag a few of your crew with them.
Weird vibes, bro. That ship is toxic.
Bad vibes. You need to break up with that ship. Okay, I have to. What did I have to do again? I'll do that.
I don't know. Nobody tell him. Graham's got to remember it, or we're all gonna die.
Pull the sails in and then go up to the top of the ship.
Oh, look at pro pirate here.
I did remember. I'm just very sleep deprived.
All right. Well, you can position yourself way up here on the masthead. You want to get as far forward as possible. In fact, you can make a pirate or an acrobatics check. I think you're probably better
Okay,
at
I
pirate.
think I went too high. Oh, there we.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, pirate. I don't have like. Well, pirate. Yeah, pirate's like my highest skill.
In the middle of a storm, with the ship pitching back and forth at bizarre angles that would terrify anybody, Buhan runs out the foremast, grabs onto the front line, the sail that would be up there, and starts furling it in, wraps his legs, hooks his feet around, one foot around the other, and he is just straddling the foremast while reeling in sails and looking ahead. And you can make me a perception check.
Oh boy. Better roll decent on this one. There we go.
The ship is about to ground on a significant chunk of reef. You see a piece of it peek out of the water below. You hear sort of an ominous scrape as the first piece of it scrapes against the hull. And the sails are going to take longer to reduce than it's going to take. Do you want to cast a spell and try to blast the ship with wind to slow it down?
Yes, I have alter winds, so
Okay.
let's do that. Did I need to click caster level check? Like,
Nope.
I
Just
okay.
the spell's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna put the bubble right here. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you're going to hit
But-
it right on the front.
Okay.
Okay. You guys see Buhan sort of double over out there and do a strange little move where he spins around backwards and he is looking upside down at the sea ahead, and then he sort of does like a sit-up while his legs are wrapped around the foremast, and both of his hands over his head, he sort of pushes the air above his head. You guys all feel a blast of wind hit the front of the ship, and the ship slows down like immediately. You feel a huge shift of weight, and you all tumble forward for just a second. Good job, Buhan.
No need
Owlbear
to thank me.
loosened from the grip of this damn grindy low, punches it so hard it goes flying out to sea, snaps its neck in the process, and it just goes flying out to sea dead. And he looks at Storgrim and he goes, "Thanks, little bugger grabbed me."
What? No problem. Get to the fucking sails.
He immediately turns around and grabs the wheel because Sarah, the other guy that's got the wheel, is about to get pulled over the side maybe. And this will free up Sarah.
What is it to wake up?
Someone's got to kick you. I think you're going to get delayed until somebody's turn. So hang on for a sec here.
Okay.
This grindy low. Let's see how you do. Super good. He drags his foremast jack over the back of the ship. Bye-bye.
Uh-oh.
Losing sailors.
I don't like it.
Scourge kicks so hard, Shafan. Get up! And you are, let's see, where are you? Delay you till after Scourge's turn. You're awake!
Do we win?
No, get back to work or we're gonna lose. L's in the chat.
What?
L's in the chat.
Yeah. So I mean, Shafang just looks around and doesn't see any monsters to attack. So I don't know. He's just gonna walk around and see if he sees one, I guess.
He had a command for the sails.
He is screaming. Yeah, he goes back to screaming over and over again to pull in the sails.
Okay, then I'll help with that if I hear that.
Okay. The ship runs aground. Everyone can make a difficult reflex save.
Oh gosh, and I'm out on the mast too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeet Buhan.
Yeet Buhan into the coral reef, dude. Oh man.
I'm getting yeeted somewhere as well.
I'm getting fucking yeeted, dude.
If you failed your reflex save, you must move 25 feet straight north, up. towards the front of the ship. If that carries you over the side, so be it.
You didn't say what the target.
Yeah, what's the DC?
The DC is 22.
Oh,
man,
I'm over
I
the
just
side.
miss it by 1. Do I go flying off the
Shafang held
mast?
on.
The shit.
Or no, sorry, 20.
I'm over the side.
I made it.
Sarah,
It's not yet.
you go tumbling over the rail in front of the wheel, crash into jaundiced Jape, knock down Areta Bench, and you all in a pile go tumbling down towards the cargo deck before you slam into Mr. Scourge, who is pressed flat against the foredeck. He was lucky to
forget
have that to
Pug.
stop him. Pug?
Captain, Plug, excuse me.
Plug. He gets violently slammed into the wheel. He actually wakes up as he's tumbling across the deck.
Lost the opportunity that I was seriously considering. He went overboard. I tried to stop. I tried to save him.
Oh, yeah. The ship comes to a violent stop. The Grindy Lows retreat. You are out of combat, but the ship lurches suddenly to the starboard side. It starts to lean, and you hear what sounds like trees falling in the forest as major timbers of the undercarriage of the ship crack and pop against a hard coral reef. And you feel the ship's weight tip forward, stop, and the cracking and popping intensifies, and then you feel the ship just completely halt, stuck hard on the reef. And the weight tips backwards once or twice, and you wonder if you're just going to snap in half and fall into the ocean. But it stops. In the center of the storm, it stops. And you are stuck.
We need to get these bloody sails down or it's going to push us further. Maybe even break us.
Currently, your hull
Fucking
is
grindy,
stuck.
bindy little bitches got Rosie.
Your hull is stuck hard against the coral reef. Your masts are indeed about to snap the ship in half from the force of wind, and the ship can't move, so rather than moving the ship, it's just bending the ship. You don't want that. You lost at least 4 crew over the side somewhere.
Only one of them matters to me.
Oh my god!
No.
Buhan, you are about 3 feet above the water as the ship is tipped forward at a funny angle. You're at the very tip of the foremast, just hanging on for dear life.
Oh gosh.
You want to crawl back to the main part of the ship?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Roll me a pirate check.
All right.
If you roll really bad, you can just fall in the ocean with everybody else.
Natural 20. Roll out.
Ooh.
I don't roll really bad. I'm gonna just crawl back.
Buhan picks himself up, stands on the foremast, and walks the little tightrope in the storm back to the ship.
Doesn't make sense. He's got 5 skill ranks.
Yes, who what?
He's got 5 skill ranks in profession pirate.
Do you have too many ranks in your skills, Graham, you cheater?
Hey,
Oh, yeah, you do.
I didn't build this character at first.
You have 2 more background skill points to spend, but they can't go over total of 3.
Okay, so should I take them off pirate?
I took them off pirate. You can put them
Okay.
in sleight of hand. You can put them in engineering, geography, history, nobility, whatever you think.
Poetry or perform poetry.
Yeah, you could do
Yeah,
that. You
perform
could do that.
poetry. That's what I
Technically,
need to do.
you could do that. Graham and I could technically take a poetry workshop next week.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
All my poems would be about farts. How long do you think I'd get before they ejected me from the program?
I think they want your money.
I feel like the
They
professor
don't get any
who
money from
teaches that is so nice. She'll just be like, "Oh, art poem, express yourself."
What if
as
it's
long as-
Judy?
It's not. It's Allison.
There's 2. There's 2.
There's
'cause,
2?
yeah, Allison's workshop is full. Anyway,
Oh wow.
later.
Starting
Judy
it-
won't let that shit
Farts are raw, and poetry needs to be raw. So as long as you don't make it sound poetic, you can actually go far with it. Because as I learned in poetry, if it sounds poetic, it's not poetry.
Okay.
True.
Here, that wasn't a philosophy course.
What's the difference?
One rhymes.
Yeah,
the other
Upon the
doesn't.
sea, under the stars
Poetry does
bright,
not need to rhyme.
a pirate lets one rip
Most
in the
poems
night.
don't.
The crew they laugh, some hold their nose, as the salty wind, the stench, quickly blows. From the crow's nest down to the deck, the farts echo a humorous check. Even the parrot squawks with glee. Who cut the cheese on the open sea? So
Wow.
remember this tale when sails unfurled. Farts at sea are farts in the world. They bring us together in laughter and mirth. They remind a reminder of our shared humble birth.
That's actually kind of fire. Farts at
Yeah.
sea are farts in the world.
Yeah,
What a concept.
I like it.
me too.
Hey,
Okay.
Graham,
Yeah.
background skills are the ones that are in that little tab called background.
Oh my duh. Thank you.
Okay. Plug gets back on his feet, looks around, looks at Sarah and goes, "Well, you've stared us straight onto a reef." And Sarah's rebuttal is,
Oh, he's yelling at me?
"Yeah, he's blaming you for the whole
Yeah.
thing."
Fucking save the ship, dipshit. You were fucking conked out.
Oh yeah,
Go fuck
save us
yourself.
from the storm and run us aground. That's really saving it.
Yeah,
isn't it?
you did really good from keeping us safe from those fucking Grundylos. Fucking learn how to captain a ship, you piece of ass.
You steered us straight into him. You're probably working with him.
With
I
the
work with-
with the
I-
Grendylos?
I work with your mom every night.
Oh,
Oh.
shit!
Sounds like
Burn.
you're volunteering to go ashore. He says, in fact, all of you fuck-ups, get over there to the dinghy. All the rest of the competent crew, which means the people he likes, we're going to repair. Go downstairs, give me a damage report. The rest of you, you raggedy shit-fucked lot, steered us onto the rocks. Get on the dinghy and get ashore. And the carpenter comes up from below with Ambrose and says, "Hey, whatever we hit us in the water tank. All our fresh water's just got mixed with the sea. We're not gonna sink if we can fix it the next day or so, but we ain't got no water." And Plug turns back to you all and says, "You're gonna take 4 barrels in the dinghy. You're gonna go and find whatever land is nearby, because if there's this reef, there's land. And you're gonna bring us back 4 barrels of fresh water. And you're gonna do it in less than a day."
You think you can fix the
Pardon me,
ship while
sir.
we're gone?
Can we go ashore in about 6 hours? I need to sleep and get some spells back.
Fucking Captain dipshit.
Scourge
Man,
starts
fuck this dude.
repeating his orders to the others and to you. And he says you lot will go at first light.
So our only goal is for fresh water, nothing else?
Sounded like it. 4 barrels of fresh water, right?
That's what they're saying.
And if we just
Is it
don't
just
bring
a-
it back, I mean,
is it still raining? Just leave the barrels open and facing upward.
You,
Job done.
Good thinking, except the rain does finally relent a little bit.
Oh,
I call GM bullshit on that.
that's
Oh!
not fair.
Oh, Deus Ex, shut the fuck up. That's what happens.
Hey,
I
Toby.
should have taken
Yeah.
hydraulic push.
Can I make an engineering roll? Understanding the fact that I don't see the damage downstairs.
Yeah.
Can I make an engineering
Fuck
roll
GM.
to complete wild ass guess?
Yeah.
What's the likelihood that they could get this fixed under a day and leave our asses out here?
Roll.
I mean, I guess I can make the same check, right?
That's
Crappy
a
roll.
10.
Fucking crappy roll.
You're not sure. You and Riviera kind of have the same thought at once, and you look at each other. And Storgrim, you're not sure if what Plug is saying makes much sense to you, but you guys go below, help out with prep for the repairs, plug the holes as best you can for now so the ship doesn't take on more water. And Riviera, you think if they have 4 people on the pumps non-stop and they work feverishly for, you're going to guess 36 to 48 hours, the ship could sail again. And they might need some fresh timber from the shore. They have a bit of extra, but after the battle that this ship went through, it was already kind of beat up, and this is just making it worse. So you think at least a day and a half, maybe 2 days. Anybody have knowledge of nature?
Oh,
Not it. Not it.
Yeah.
Where's the know-it-all?
It's Riviera, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
He's
Natural 1.
Uh-oh.
Failure.
I don't know if I can technically fail on a 1.
No, luckily there's no critical failure with skills. So what's the total? Are you
15?
putting the investigator bullshit on it?
Yeah.
You better put it on there.
No, it's already on there.
Oh, it's already on there. Okay, good. Riviera, it occurs to you that Grindy Lows are tribal, and they have a whole tribe somewhere nearby. They're semi-aquatic. They live 90% of their lives in the water, but they do come out. And so what they really like is sort of a cave on a coast that is under a submerged cave, semi-submerged. They like some air-filled parts, some water-filled parts. That's their ideal habitat. So if they're here, probably within a mile is an island that has a lot of holes, a lot of porous, ancient volcanic channels in it. And on that island, maybe trees, maybe wood, is possibly fresh water, could be a pond or a lake or a creek. And also Grindy Lows are rumored to take prisoners and sacrifice them on a sort of semi-lunar schedule. Like the crescent moon gets a sacrifice, the full moon gets a sacrifice. On a lunar schedule, they sacrifice their captives to some dark god.
It's the current way of the moon.
You're about 2 days off of the full moon, maybe 3. When the storm clears, you'll get a more accurate measurement.
Okay.
You hadn't really been thinking about it. You know you're close, but you're not there yet. Fucking GM, yeah. Keep talking shit, Josh. Keep talking that shit. You notice in this campaign, the other campaign talks shit to Tim. I get off completely free. This campaign, it's me. That's not going to go well for you.
Sarah's gonna get taken prisoner by the Grindelows.
It's not that I didn't try. She just wasn't in the right spot. So you guys rest. I think I've rested all your tokens. You don't get a lot of rest, but it's enough to get your spells back. You feel tired. You feel hungry. You're not given very many rations. And again, Plug and Scourge and their crew are pretty awful to you guys throughout the whole affair. Plug is definitely sticking to the line that, Sarah's a crap lookout and didn't see what was obviously coming, and just sort of needs someone to blame for this disaster. And you guys are it.
You're right to mayonnaise these guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna perforate that dude.
It would only take 30 seconds longer to hit the goddamn reef. That fat-ass bald-headed man wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
Storgrim's just taking out the trash. How many people have you guys thrown over? 2 so far?
One so far.
A lot
Oh,
now.
2. That was another one, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Killed
no,
two.
we did. The difference is that was disposing of an already dead body.
Oh, Phipps went over the side
True.
alive.
This was an unconscious one.
Yeah. Chum Bucket was on death's door, but could have been revived.
I could see this being a theme of this whole campaign. It's just, whoever we don't like gets chucked over the side. Somebody
Was there
may
any
wanna have a backup
investigation into Chum Bucket's disappearance?
plan. It wasn't noticed. It would have, right now it's being noticed. Now they're thinking, well, the Grindylows must have got him and I just didn't see. Goddamn Grindylows took Fep's chum titties. Can't believe it. I thought his name was Fap's Chum Wallet. No.
Fucker
thought it-
Chum Bucket.
Yeah, I really don't remember what his actual
That
name
don't
was.
sound right either.
It's like
Pip.
Phipps Chumlet.
Yeah,
Phipps
it was
Chumster.
Chumlet. No, it was Phipps Chumlet.
Oh.
My perfect memory, except for trying to remember what Sarah told me to do.
We'll make him a memorial video set to Celine Dion's My Heart
So
Will
is that
Go On.
3 of those NPCs that have died in this campaign now?
It's getting a little Game of Thrones in here.
It is what it is.
Remember, we killed one at the beginning of the campaign.
There's only 2 NPCs that have died.
Riviera, do you tell anyone what you know about Grindylow?
Yeah, I'll tell the group.
Okay.
I won't even look at because Plug is bullshit and causing us, blaming us. I'm not even gonna tell them about that.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it a surprise when we come. The crew.
Okay, let's see. This thing's gonna be on the port side. And you guys, if there's anything you need to smuggle out of the man's promise, now would be the time. The ship is wholly distracted by repairs, and you're expected to get weapons and gear, load barrels into the dinghy, and row over to wherever the island is. The next morning, as morning is coming, like 5:30 a.m., in the distance you can see what looks like the tops of trees and a little bit of land to the northeast.
How far away do I think it is?
Maybe 2,500 feet, 3,000 feet.
Okay.
Very rowable.
Very rowable.
Very rowable.
That's what I said about Tim's Nan.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
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 Wow.
I got a question.
Okay.
Can I cast this scroll of aligned weapon?
You could. It doesn't last very long. But
Okay.
a line weapon. Can you cast it?
Yeah.
You need a
Can
divine.
That's a divine spell, yeah.
caster,
Okay, well, that's the other item besides the waffle iron that I smuggled, so I
So
just-
you cannot. You cannot cast it. You big cheetah.
Well, it was along the lines of that
I
was
didn't
something
cast it.
that we didn't care if it got caught, so that was something we kind of planned to get caught with.
Yeah.
So they would be less suspicious about the stuff we were hiding.
Well, I don't take it. I have just my, the thing that I did smuggle, which is the bronze war medal. It's an AC bonus.
Which treasure box can you not open?
It says treasure for sure.
You
Is that
can't
one
open it?
supposed to be open?
Got it?
Yeah.
You
No,
might
it's
need
not
a
working
refresh,
for me.
maybe.
Okay.
Everybody else
Let
able
me
to
try
open
the
it?
other one too. You said the wooden chest one should work too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
neither
got
of them do.
some
Okay, I'll try to
Okay.
refresh.
Okay.
Yeah,
You guys want me to carry around the death wines or no?
I mean,
What?
do they still work as healing potions?
No.
It says cure mods.
The
Yeah, but they
death
don't
wine,
work with
if
healing
they've been
potions.
turned into death wine, they're no. It was based on a cure mod, but it no longer is.
I see.
They are
You-
death wine is a corruption of cure potions.
Oh.
Okay.
You should take that pipe bomb for the lol.
Yeah, I'll take the pipe bomb.
Hell yeah!
Anyone taking the hoochie daddy shorts?
I think
I
those
thought
are
someone,
stork
I thought
rooms.
someone was already wearing those.
Yeah, I'm already
Oh,
wearing those.
it's already in the it's in the treasure chest as well.
And that's an extra one that needs to be removed. And
Okay.
same with
The cup.
the axe.
Okay, I will. Okay, so Holden has his cup.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have your Shudderwood Johns,
Yep. And my axe.
and you have the Tharn and Mayak. He said the words.
And
He said the
Mayak.
thing. The
Mayak.
dwarf fighter said the thing.
No.
The pry bar. Buhan, do you have your bronze war medal?
Yeah, it's on. I concealed it on my body when I got back on the ship.
Prison
Well, no,
pocket.
do you have it on
cool.
your character sheet?
On my character sheet?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I
We
do.
just want to make sure because there's
Yep.
extra stuff in the box that we're getting rid of.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. When
How many have the
Foundry-
pipe bar?
Yeah. Does anybody have the pry bar?
I did not. I left it in the box. Maybe useful to bring because it'd at least give us bonuses to opening shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. I'll bring it if you.
on strength checks.
Yeah. I'll
Anyone
go ahead.
care if I take
Got
one
the
of these
pry bar.
whispered courage whiskeys?
Hell
I took
yeah.
one.
Not at all.
Just gonna row over to that island and get hammered on the edge of oblivion.
Yeah.
The edge of Oblivious.
And see, the thing is, this is okay. So this is the plan. We're gonna starve them out.
Someone note that in the channel, the edge of oblivious.
Let me put that in there.
That's a candidate right there. Other than the farts into the world.
Does anyone here in our group actually know what the pipe bomb is?
Oh yeah, Riviera knows what it is.
Yeah, we
Okay.
made the check.
Oh, okay. If one wants to take that, Shafang will.
I think I would blow myself up.
He's just assuming
Think
it's like
some-
a firework.
Looks like Riviera already took it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
still
got
see
it.
one.
Someone told me to grab it, so I grabbed it.
Okay, that's fine. I was still seeing one. I guess it's
Going
not
about how it always
deducting
does, eh?
True.
You know, if I cast, if I take the scroll of align weapon and make the sword lawful good, will it be nicer to me? Just for a minute per level? Is that too much to ask?
It becomes lawful asshole.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't work that way, idiot.
See what I mean? It's already doing it. Lawful asshole.
Typically LGs
You're
are the
asking
asshole.
for a whipping.
25 pounds, gross. You can't carry that.
25 pounds of what?
Oh, I was looking at the Masterwork chain shirt.
Ah.
Be an upgrade, but I wouldn't be able to carry anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I have the best armor I can get right now. I'm only proficient with light, so I've got, what is it? Studded leather? That's the best one that we have, right?
Yeah, there's Masterwork studded leather galore in there, I think.
Yeah, I think all the stuff in here is masterwork.
Okay. Let me try to grab one of those then.
I'm going to
Yeah.
cast my ice armor once we get out there.
I think you grabbed one earlier. Double check that the one you grabbed is
Yeah.
masterwork already.
Yeah, I thought I grabbed one too, but... oh, it is. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, my AC is like so much lower than you guys. I guess because like y'all are high dex or Storgrim just has like crazy armor.
Well, I actually have chain mail on, not just a
Yeah.
chain shirt.
Okay, well, that's alright. Just gotta kill them first before they can kill me.
That's the ticket, lad.
Okay, Sir.
Meh.
You have your Alchemist Fire, Cutlass, Animal Bane Dagger, Leather Armor, Boots of Landing, Long Gloves, a pocketed scarf full of secrets, some Shackles rum ration, I don't know where you got that, and Thieves' Tools, and a torch.
Did anyone take the sextant?
We don't need it. That was just valuable stuff.
Yeah, it's worth a
Yeah.
lot and helpful on a ship, but I don't
I have
think
a
it's.
feeling we're gonna need to keep those now.
Yeah.
We sold all the navigational tools.
Oops.
We're dead.
Which way we go?
Hey, does anyone want to grab some of those alchemist fires?
Hmm?
My
what'd you say?
light load is. I am very approaching my light load.
I got. Come on, hand it over.
Wow, see.
We're currently in the wooden chest.
Yeah.
I can carry another 5 pounds as needed.
What was it you needed me to pick up?
If you can, just pick up all of them.
All of what?
The alchemist fires. 'Cause we may need them.
Can I grab like 2 before you do?
I don't see any. Oh, okay, yeah, there. I see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and take them.
You can grab the rest.
Dang, I can't carry it. Someone should probably grab that silk rope too.
I'm gonna
Somebody
grab it.
did. Hell yeah.
Oh, I can't carry it.
Give it here.
Rope's too
I could carry
heavy.
it too.
Dwarf,
If you need silver
help
ones.
me, dwarf.
Fucking
Fucking
party
Dex
of
Party,
Dex
man.
characters. God.
Hey, I've got 18 strength.
You guys are spoiled by Ulfred, you know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those go.
Like, do you know how much rope he carries? At least he did carry that one time.
Sarah,
okay,
can you
though.
give me a sleight of hand check?
I picked up one piece of loot and immediately herniated myself.
Fucking same IRL.
Dang, 32. Holy shit. Sarah spends most of that early morning smuggling your precious items into the dinghy, hiding them in the water, empty water barrels. And when you guys climb down the ladder into your precious dinghy, your secret goods are there with you. Plug says you have a day and they'll have this ship shape and ready to sail, so hurry up. Don't even bother looking for those people that went over the side. They probably got washed out to sea. Who needs them?
Dang.
If they were better crew, they would have hung on tighter. They all have a good laugh about that.
You guys are begging for some mayo.
Me at the hot dog bar.
Yeah.
So true.
Fuck that. Let's make this fancy. Let's make some aioli.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's
Fuck
next
it
level.
up.
That's a next level mayonnaise.
I love me an aioli.
All right,
Oh,
did
yeah.
somebody hand me that silk rope they wanted me to hold on to?
I think Sha Fang has it.
Oh, yeah, I took
Oh,
it.
I stuck it. Oh, he's gone. And we
So
picked up
I
this
haven't-
pearl, right?
Well, no, we're leaving. We're gonna come back here. We're not taking the treasure stuff. We're just taking the useful equipment stuff.
We're going to live on this island for the rest of
What
our
if-
lives.
What if they find the pearl while he's gone? It's so little. Could go on my belly button.
I have a dumb question.
We have dumb answers. Lots
What?
of them.
Yeah, I was gonna
What
say.
was that belly button thing?
So, do we have somebody that act like a quartermaster sword?
On this ship? No.
Okay. So I probably wouldn't be able to restock up on ammunition.
Correct.
Something, clutching
I've
pearls.
got a bag of gunpowder I've been carrying around, if that helps you. I don't know.
Can I shoot the pearl out of my slingshot for bonus damage?
Nice.
200 gold.
I love that sound every time. It's so great.
It's
So
because it's like morale damage to them when they get hit by the pearl.
Oh God, how rich are they?
Something. Dark side.
Uh,
Where are we punching?
I know.
monkey see,
Alright,
monkey
yeah.
do.
Let me join in.
See, the melee guys have the cool sound effect. See?
Natural 20. Roll out.
Damn.
Why did I roll well on that?
Yeah.
I give up.
Wasted it.
When we need you to make a roll, you fucking can't.
So everybody got their precious secret
Already.
contraband.
Oh yeah.
So Riviera has claws.
Yeah, I have claws.
Would not have guessed that based on that art. Let me take a look again. Where is this claw? It's off screen. Could be claws on those gloves.
Okay. You guys settle down into the man's promise dinghy. There is a sort of a strange calm. You can still see the storm in the distance to the north, around you to the east, and sort of trailing ends of it are coming at you from the southwest. Usually light rains or a quick 15 or 20 minute sort of downpour and then back to a sprinkle. But you believe the worst of it is past, although there is still a strange green haze to everything. And you guys set out to row to a strange island.
Oi, Riviera, you're a smart loss. Any idea why everything's so green? I.e., prompting you to be able to make a roll.
I guess, yeah, I guess I'll make a check.
Let's do geography or history.
Well, they're both the same skill range, so.
Because it's Brat Summer, Buhan? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ever since the Eye of Ebondago, which is a eternal hurricane the size of, it's bigger than the entire Shackles, just an eternal storm to the north, happened. These strange little spin-off storms, they're not to the hurricane level or derecho or anything like that. They're a serious, serious storm. But they have a weird supernatural feel to them, and they tend to leave a lingering greenish or bluish, or the rarest kinds are like a red fog. And of course everybody gets very superstitious about what they mean or what causes them or what deal with the devil somebody made to cause it, but they're really unexplained and they don't have any other known effects other than just creeping out a bunch of very superstitious sailors. So I'm sure it's nothing. No big deal.
What are we talking about?
Nothing.
Why everything's greenish even when the storm's passed?
Hey, wait a minute.
Did you see my chat, Toby?
Your chat. Is trait. Racial. Let me see.
Roll a
Into
sneak,
yours.
and we can look at the bonuses.
Oh, that too, yeah. But yeah, Tengu race plus 2 racial trait is in your stealth.
And perception?
Yep, it's there also.
Okay.
You're quite sneaky and quite perceptive. Incidentally, the dinghy is an object. You guys can store things in it if you need to. It's a container.
We're only halfway or so through book 1, and we've already got a container vessel.
Hell yeah. It's be it ever so humble, right? The dinghy.
Yeah, we start somewheres. It's no party wagon, but that comes at the beginning of book 2.
At 6 a.m., you start rowing to the island. You can make perception checks about 7 a.m.
28.
Hell yeah. Very good. You see huts. A collection of huts built on...
Natural 20. Roll out.
Wow. The guy with no
Damn.
perception bonus rolled a 20.
That was really loud. I'm
That
sorry.
was.
Well, I tell you what we're not
natural
going to do.
20.
We're not going to turn it down.
Nope, it should be loud.
By the way, it's an
huts-
18
Oh. Now you have a negative.
because I
Bro.
took the feat. Took the trait Oblivious.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's spicy. That's real
I
good.
love
Yeah.
that
That's
for
real
you,
spicy.
Oblivious.
God. So,
What do you get in exchange? I have to know. What do you get in exchange?
just
for
godlike
a
powers. He
-2?
has like
A
2 of the
bonus
Infinity
positive
Stones
trait?
on his gauntlet already.
What did you take for the bonus positive trait?
+2 to initiative.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Don't know when shit's gonna happen, but when it do, he be acting fast.
Always surprised. Get this man the lookout. Teamwork feat.
God.
So
Okay.
like me, for my impatient, I got the armor expert, which lowers my armor check penalty.
Hell yeah.
That's also good. Then he won't drown.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Especially since I knew I was going to be going heavy armor.
The huts are built on wooden platforms like docks that are elevated a couple feet above the sea level. They are in a sort of protected little bay that's ahead of you to the southwest. You can see it in the distance as you're rowing towards the island. You could row straight south where you see sort of a forest and a mountain or a hill beyond it. You could try to row really far west, around, away from the huts, or you could just roll right up on the huts.
Which way you want to go, Cap?
The huts are here.
Let's start with the huts.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting when Toby says the huts are right here.
Oh, right. Yeah, the map has some other stuff on there.
It's the way he said it's like you should go here first.
Oh, no, I don't
Strong
want to steer
GM
you
hint
guys.
tone.
I don't steer you guys. I let you run
Well,
right
is the
past good
thing
stuff.
closest to us.
The treasure be here.
Literally X marks the spot there.
Plus, the way I see it is, if it's a village, there's probably fresh water there, and therefore we can get that done and taken care of, and then spend the rest of the time exploring.
Question, does this island line up with my cup?
It do not.
Okay.
It's close, but whatever is marked on your cup is farther north from here, another several days sailing. Okay. So we are headed to the huts.
Aye.
Okay, let's see. Is this set to the right lighting? It is.
And now then, I would also say that as we're approaching, I would have Sir and everybody else.
Sir. It's pronounced Sir.
And anybody else who's spared and has good-looking ability, which means I have Holden on the oars with me. Check out the village as we're approaching. So if it seems too busy, we can swerve off and approach from land.
Okay. You guys start rowing towards the island. Let's see. This thing will actually turn, won't it? Yeah, we do this. And let's have whoever's rowing and steering. That'll be 2 rowers and 1 person on the rudder. Let's have a pirate or sailor check.
I will be rowing because
I'll be steering. Is that
So
also
you've
a
got
pirate?
Holden and Storgrim are rowing.
Yeah.
And Buhan is steering.
Steering.
Okay, you're right on target. Both people are doing a great job rowing. You guys are headed in at a pretty good pace. As you get closer, these huts are grass roof, and clearly the wood that they sit on is harvested from the island somewhere. You see a lot of fishing nets hanging in the distance, even from far away. You can tell that fishing is what they do. And they're built on these long wooden poles. The whole thing is probably in 20 or 30 foot deep water in this little bay. And it all looks very quiet, but the huts look fairly well cared for, and there are large, strange, round, glowing, looks like lamps on them that shine out into the area around them, and it looks like it has kind of a constant fog in this bay, a light fog, plus the storm maybe making it worse. But yeah, you guys want to row directly up to it? Do you want to, because you could row up to it from the water side, no problem. It's over the water. Or you could row up to the land nearby. How do you want to approach?
There are lamps shining in the houses, in the huts?
The lamps are large, like 3 feet across. They appear to be almost like a big sideways bowl shape, made of carved wood, but they clearly have some sort of light source inside them, like a fire or a magical light spell, and they shine out from the houses. And the color and intensity of them is strange. You think they're actually just designed to cut through the fog. When the fog is worse, the lights allow you to still basically find the village easily, if it wants to be found.
I guess kind of make a perception check to see how busy this little village is.
You do not see... Yeah, you guys can roll perception, but as you row up, it's weird that you don't see more activity.
They done got 8.
Launch.
Who did well? Riviera, 26. Buhan. That's a profession check. Let's see. 17 from Sayre.
Yeah, no good.
So far it's Riviera. It looks really quiet. It looks uninhabited, except for these are grass roofs. They require constant repair and attention, and they are in good repair.
I don't think the village is anyone home, but that doesn't seem right. Those are grass roofs. They need constant attention.
Maybe they saw us coming, and now they're hiding, and they're gonna eat us.
If you turn around and look to the northeast, you will see a wide and flat ocean with a beautiful backdrop of a 100-mile wide storm and a very, very obvious, sticking out like a sore thumb, ship sitting on a coral reef.
Yeah, maybe they saw that. And then they saw 8 murderers in a dinghy.
In a massive dinghy that's almost like the size of their village.
Yeah, kaiju dinghy.
Your mom likes a dinghy the size of a village.
Oh, true, bestie.
Wait, there's 8 of us in this group?
Yeah, sword counts. Nah, I miscounted. I did not count. I just guessed it was 8 because there's 8 in Carrying Crown. Okay, there's 7 of us.
There's 8 of us? When did we get an 8th member?
The Observer.
Yeah. Sorry, I hit my head on the ship. I can't count so good right now.
Alright, approach from the front. Cap, what do you want to do?
Go ahead. Let's see what the hell's there.
There we go.
I'm like an impartial observer. Like Jane Goodall, and you're my chimps.
That's a pretty good burn. Except it was gorillas, but...
Nope, you're thinking of Diane Fossey. Jane Goodall is chimpanzees.
Yeah, it's definitely chimps.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should know that.
Yeah.
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 Go.
Whoa.
Speaking of chimps, jeez.
Oh.
I hate even chimp, I see. From chimpan A to chimpanzee.
Good God.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
Doi dochter.
Sorry, I've been watching The Simpsons again.
Wow.
Finally make a monkey out of me, or whatever.
Say it, Dr. Say it.
That guy's gonna come apart someday soon.
I love that musical. I wish it was a real thing.
Okay, so approach.
We approach
Land, water. How do we approach the village?
via water frontal,
Okay.
full frontal.
Full frontal, just like Yunnan anyway. Okay, so let's see. You guys said you're on the front. Shafeng on the front. Storegram is rowing, and pull you guys over to this map in just a second. Buhan is on the rudder. Holden is rowing. There we go. Riviera. All right.
And I am keeping watch.
You guys row up to this village. There is a thicker fog here, but the water is much gentler. As soon as you get in the bay, it smooths out and you're just rowing across a gentle swaying 1 or 2 foot waves at most. Pretty nice compared to what you just been through.
Hey, Toby.
Yes.
Am I supposed to see these guys on the map?
What guys?
There's 2 tokens here and here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep, okay.
Men, fire on those huts! Just because. Got a feeling.
Sure, I'll start them on fire while I'm at it.
As you guys are rowing up gently, you see several figures step out of the huts from concealment. They've been watching you from inside the huts for some time. And they are a weird mix of figures. They are bird-like, not like Ser. Some of them are very tall and thin and have black feathered bodies, black and white feathered bodies, with very long black beaks and yellow eyes, and they carry very long spears that look like they're designed to work underwater and above water. And then the others are sort of thicker, squatter, maybe dwarf size, with a giant orange beak. They're white and black with orange highlights. Thick, yes, that's right, Holden. They're stocky. And they stand out upon the pier with their weapons close, but not aimed at you or waved at you or anything.
My bird bros.
And they look at Ser, and you hear sort of a clicking, like popping sound. And Ser, they are speaking to you in a very hard to understand variant of Tengu.
Oh. What are they saying?
They are saying, friend?
Yes, we are.
They point at the people behind you in the boat and go, Pink Dick's food?
Aw, dude.
Not
Come
this
on.
shit again.
What?
It's not pink.
Yeah, neither's mine.
I missed the reference, I guess. I don't understand it.
Oh.
It's a deep reference.
Okay,
It is.
Mr. Cloaca.
Whoa.
All right.
Josh, that's a cross-campaign reference. We were about a third of the way through the Shudderwood, and I made fun of the werewolves for not having flea medication or something, and they said, "We are not dogs, Pink Dick." And yeah.
Wow, that one, I missed that one right past me. Okay.
They, at first you think you're not sure what they're asking, but then you realize that they're asking if they can eat those people you've brought, or no.
No, they are my companions.
They kind of click and squawk back and forth amongst each other, and you interpret pieces of phrases. Like one of them says, "Told you," and the other one goes, "Eat him anyway." And then another one goes, "Probably poisoned." They have a variety of opinions, but they kind of click and squawk and trill back and forth, and then they say, "Why? Why here? Why are you here?"
I gesture towards the ship. Say we have to get supplies to repair the ship to move on.
They squawk amongst themselves for a second, and the one that's speaking to you right off the bow of the dinghy, like 20 feet away, he comes back and he says, "No wood, no trees. You no take any trees."
I tell that to Storm Grandma. Say they don't want us to take any wood.
We weren't sent here for wood. So if the bald-headed fucker says anything, I'll shove it up his ass.
Do you want me to ask about the whatever the fuck those Bindi, Windy, Findy, whatever the hell's?
Rebos.
We might be able to save the people, and I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck what that fucker says about him either.
I asked him about the whatever the hell attacked us on the ship. I can't remember their
The
name.
Grindelows?
Grindelows, yes, thank you. I asked about the Grindelows. Say we were attacked by them.
They say, "What? Attacked what?" You say the word, and it doesn't seem to make sense to them. They back up and leave room for you guys to get off and like pull up your dinghy to the deck that goes between the various huts here. They actually just leave room for you to kind of step aboard.
I whispered to Storgram, be careful, they're not convinced that you guys aren't food that might be good to eat, so.
Aye.
Sarah, do you step aboard the pier?
Yes.
Okay. You step aboard, and they come up and kind of raise their beaks up in the air and hold their arms / sort of feathered wing-like appendages out to the side to make themselves look bigger, and then fold them back in again, which is a gesture of trust. Sort of, you think. You're from a very sophisticated, your people are as sophisticated as humans or elves or anybody, but
Sure.
This is clearly some very remote, very primitive tribe of cousin Tengu. Or they at least identify you as some cousin, whether you are or not. You look similar enough.
Okay.
Avian is good enough for them.
Good enough.
You step aboard, and they bring over a little wood tray, like a foot wide, 6-inch across, maybe an inch deep tray that has just a bunch of sand in it. And he sort of sprinkles a little water over the sand so it's slightly damp, and then he flattens it with this little stick and holds it out in front of you.
Okay.
And he says, "What attack?"
What would I use to draw a rough approximation of the Grindilo?
He hands
What
you a
skill?
stick.
Yeah,
would
what
use
skill?
A
Give me a skill.
Dex check. Oh my.
Natural 20. Roll out.
I was gonna do an impression.
Time does a perfect. Oh, go ahead.
I did good 'un.
Cinnamon.
My drawing real good.
You draw a upper body of a goblin, lower body with tentacles, little spears, and as soon as you're halfway through, he taps your shoulder and says something that sounds like water goblin.
I nod,
But
yeah.
he nods, and they all nod, and they go, terrible, vicious, nasty. They say southwest side of the island.
They captured, we think, 4 of our crewmates. Do you think they're still alive?
They look up at the, let's see. Doesn't have the right skill loaded at the moment. Yeah, he knows this pretty well. He looks up, and in the early morning sky, he looks around the sky for a minute, squints because the storm's kind of in the way, and he points at where the moon is on the just above the horizon on the far side, and he says they will eat them in 2 days.
Okay. Our goal is to...
If we had them, he says, we would have eaten them today.
I nod. Yep, understandable.
Just
understandable.
being very informative.
Understandable. We would like to get them back. They are our friends.
He says
Would
if you
you-
go and get them and bring them back, we can eat them.
No, we're gonna get them and take them back to our ship, and we'll leave you guys alone.
He says we don't eat water goblin anymore.
Anymore?
Diarrhea.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
I'd imagine.
Are you opposed to killing water goblins though?
No. We he has a hard time thinking of a word for this. He says we give
Lazy?
we give wow. We give fish.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Let's not explore it right now. We give fish to water goblins. So no war.
I explained this to Storgrim.
We no fight water goblins, but you kill them all. Don't eat them. Diarrhea. And then he holds his hands together and makes a strange wavy finger motion like an eruption. It goes.
We should take some back to feed to the other crew.
Yeah.
Hey, Toby.
Yeah.
So, can I make a linguistics check to try and get a gist of what is going on here?
Sure. $32. At first you thought that Sarah was maybe selling you to these people, but then you realized that Sarah did not sell you to them. And you pick up the gist of these guys have some sort of armistice with the goblins. And they eat whatever they need to eat to survive, because they're out here. And they don't really like the goblins, but they have a peace with them, and they supply fish to the goblins, because the goblins like fish, and even though they are aquatic, they don't like to go too far out to sea, and these guys do.
All right. 2 pieces. One, ask if they can point us to someplace we can get some fresh water, because my idea is fill the barrels and then we take the dinghy over there and fuck coming back here and then getting the idea of them eating us. 2, let's get some sort of guarantee that they ain't gonna be following us and decide to pick us off after we finish picking off their enemies.
Some kind of guarantee? How do you propose to get that?
Mostly along the lines of bringing it up and saying something like, and you guys aren't going to try and kill us after we kill the water goblins. To put it in their heads that we are aware of the idea that might be going through their heads, so that we're less likely to ambush us.
Or tell them that we caused diarrhea as well. They've never eaten someone like us.
Oh, that's smart.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Smart thinking here. Oh, yeah, so, okay, well, I explained to... Did I get a name for the Tengu, almost Tengu bird person leader?
They call the closest, the way they say it is Bahari Kofi. They call this island Bahari, and they are the Kofi. Sounds like coffee, just Kofi.
No, Kofi, yeah, okay. Well, I explained to the...
I have this labeled on the thing as Bahari Kofi Village.
Okay. So I explained to the Kofi that we will go and retrieve our friends from the water goblins. Will probably involve a lot of killing of the water goblins. And if they don't have a problem with that, then we don't have a problem with them.
They have a discussion amongst themselves, which you pick up a little bit of, to the extent of, if these pink dicks kill the water goblins, we don't have to pay fish anymore. We can have all the fish.
You can have all the fish, yes. I readily agree. You have all the fish. By the way,
see,
Pink Dick...
the one who said that, Josh, the one who said that to someone else there, the others look and nod like that's a fucking genius idea right there. And the one who suggested it taps his head like, that's how fucking smart I am.
I also insert that Pink Dick equals explosive diarrhea as well, so not a good idea.
Is that something that you, Sarah Tush, believe to be true? Or are you making that up? Because if you're making it up, you got to roll a bluff check.
Ooh, oh.
Honestly, real profession pirate. You probably heard stories of people eating people, and you might think there's some negativity with it, right?
Sorry, I'm getting lots of Discord chatter.
Hell yeah. Sorry, we're spamming Discord with
Yeah,
animated
with
GIFs
memes,
of people tapping their foreheads. Stupid.
I don't. Yeah, Sarah's traveled the world, so he would definitely look on cannibalism as a horrible, awful thing. So, I think he would probably believe it. It's sick in so many ways. And I ask if we need fresh water for our ship to resupply. Is there a place we can get fresh water nearby?
They point to the south, where this village touches the land, and you can indeed see that there is a creek flowing down to the water line.
Okay, I thank them, and I explain all that to Storgrim.
All right, let's get these barrels full.
Okay.
Hurry up. We have the
You
rest of
guys-
the time to deliver this shit we need to do.
Now, 8:30 a.m. You guys have made friends with the Bahari coffee. They are not going to eat you today.
Yeah.
And did you ever roll that bluff check? Actually, we'll stay up here for now.
5.
12.
Yeah. Yep, not a good one.
I guess I can't really assist, can I?
No. It's not even that you couldn't, support in some way, but they don't really look at any of you except Sarah. And they look at her pretty weird too. She's definitely not at all the same species as they are, although they are two different groups of avian humanoid. But they appear to accept your promise that you'll either destroy or decimate the water goblins. Then they won't have to pay so much fish tax to have peace. Then they will have more fish. Sounds better for them. You've promised not to take any trees or wood. And you can have as much fresh water as you want.
Okay.
God.
And they say that you gonna row or walk across the island to go at goblins.
Which
I could appreciate some nice scenery. Been at sea for how long now? I guess not that long.
which would give us more of a element of surprise?
He makes a symbol for walking. He said goblins are anywhere between the beach and 300 feet from the beach. There are water goblins all around the island. And he draws on the little sand etch sketch box things he has.
Mm-hmm.
He draws the shape of the island.
Mm-hmm.
He puts a mark and he says, Bahari Kofi, you are right here. And then he says, the goblins are in the far southwestern part of the island. He tries to describe the distance. I'm trying to think if he can. He says it's you managed to work out a measurement you have in common, and you think it's maybe 5 or 6 miles to walk across the island. And that's the long way. That's the entire island, northeast edge to southwest edge, is 8 miles.
Okay.
Not a huge island. And you could row all the way around it, and that would be okay. But there's like mountains, cliffs on the northwestern edge. You can't come ashore there. And the grindy lows will be harassing you the entire way. And your friends are almost certainly at the southwestern edge being prepared to be eaten, like the delicious pink dicks they are. And he says there is swamps, there is fucked up people. He uses some combination of swear words and shakes his head and kind of makes a negative, like, swiping motion. People here in the middle. And then there are, he says, farm fields, bad crop farm fields on the southwest side, and then grindy lows.
Could be farming out here.
No one. Farm bad, crops poison, gross.
Interesting. Is there a relatively easy and safe route through that we're not going to have to deal with the fucked up humans?
You could pass them. They stay in their old house. You stay middle of island. Stay off the path. There's a path made by the humans or the people. And he sort of has trouble describing this. He says, but you could go around them. You could give them a wide berth. He eventually manages to say.
I'll ask him if he can draw one of the weird humans.
They look at Buhan for a second. They look at Holden for a second. And they look at Vaughn for a second. And Vaughn looks better than he did when you found him. But he's still very thin. He's got these kind of bags under his eyes because he's hasn't had much sleep. And the ship has run him ragged. But he still looks like a guy who barely survives being marooned and shipwrecked and starvation, etc. He looks kind of haggard. And they say, like him, but worse.
Oh, wow. Flattering.
Glad I don't speak that language.
Okay.
They are pointing at you, and yeah.
Well, I'm clearly the fiercest among us. That's why they're pointing.
And
what race is Vaughn?
They look like pink dicks. He points at Vaughn. Again, you're being pointed at, Vaughn. You know this. You're being pointed at, and then he like waves his hand in front of his face and squints his eyes like he smells something bad, and shakes his head and waves his hands like a no gesture, and then goes makes that gesture.
Okay, some of those last parts weren't good.
Okay.
And Sarah, you get that the bad people are very thin and very gross, and they smell terrible, and you don't want to eat them. you would almost certainly get diarrhea.
Okay. I ask if any of them have been into the Water Goblin village.
No. They say that they eat you. They will kill your soul and give it to their dark god, and then they will eat you.
Okay, I relay all this to Storgrim. Anything else we want to try to learn?
I think that's about it.
I mean, I guess the question I have is with what we've learned about the things in the village, is that enough to go off for an intelligence or a knowledge check? Possibly.
You could try knowledge religion.
Yeah, ask if they ever seen him sleeping. Do they sleep?
Yeah, I ask, are they diurnal or nocturnal? Do they know that?
Never sleep. Bad people.
No.
Zombies, 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 undead, undead, dabba, dabba.
Sounds like zombies.
Are they really slow, or are they really fast?
Fast.
Skeletons.
And he opens his mouth and like makes a gesture like if he had a really long tongue.
Don't say tongue. God, okay, we don't go there. We don't go there.
Nope.
Let's take the
No,
boat.
we
Let's take the fucking boat. No.
We avoid ghouls. No ghouls. No ghoul.
No. Not going there.
We will all be dead. We will all be dead in ghouls.
You pussies.
We can do it.
Laugh at you. Ceepus would laugh at you.
Vaughn walks into the ocean, and my next character is an Inquisitor of Pharasma.
Could Ceepus lead a mayonnaise? I don't think so.
Ceepus about had a mayonnaise south of Lepstein.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Had to stop and have a heated argument by the side of the road, and then another one in the shutter.
Hey,
We came out stronger for
it
it.
pays to test your morals and
You guys
have
had
conversations
some
about them.
finger sandwiches. You had some aggressively worded sliders.
I didn't want to mention it, but I was real hangry both of those sessions. And that was, I didn't really give a shit about what was going on, but I was so hangry, man. I would have been cool if we did whatever, but I had not eaten. But we were stronger
Is this
for
a
it.
metaphor for the mayonnaise thing, or just legit?
And now I don't know.
Okay, cool. So, this is the information you get out of the Bahari.
Okay. All right, do the water first, Cap, and then go kill.
Aye.
Okay.
Get that out of the way.
You guys.
There's a like
load up the dinghy
Storgrim
with water.
crap at some point. I noticed you keep calling him that.
What?
You keep calling Storgrim Cap. Was that like a thing during the sessions I missed? I'm just curious.
No, it's because apparently I'm being elected captain.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure how it happened or when it happened, but for some reason, Slayer thinks of him as the de facto captain.
I mean, it makes sense.
I think mostly when I kind of took charge of the ideas of, okay, we need to hide stuff that we want to keep. We need to make sure that there is some stuff that they can find. We're bringing them this stuff to butter them up, and I started kind of taking charge with that.
Okay.
I wasn't here for that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys fill up the barrels with water, pull the dinghy kind of up onto the beach next to the village. The Bahari say they have no problem watching it. They don't need or care for boats, but they'll leave it alone.
Thank you.
You guys fill it up with water, get it ready to roll, sail right back to the man's promise. Just fuck off from this island immediately.
Yeah.
Say
Wasting
what?
weeks
We're
of
gonna
our
die.
time. Fuck it. Toby will just copy paste it, put it in front of us later. No. You fill up the boat with water, park it, and then get ready to cross the island.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll probably pause there. It's a good spot before you get into any trouble.
What if we
And-
return to
yep.
the ship and attempt to convince them that there's like a town or a large store of treasure here in the middle? Like right here? There's like a
If
discount
they think it's
brothel.
dangerous, they'll send you.
Yep.
You are their expendable, hope you die shock troops.
Oh man.
Really pays to be bottom of the barrel.
Hell yeah. Bottom of the water barrel. Okay. Well,
There's the session title for
what? Bottom of the
Bottom of the
barrel?
water
bottom
barrel.
of the water barrel.
Bottom of the water barrel. I love
What,
it.
what were the other candidates? Is that going to be what it is? All right.
Didn't you
Bread
ask
name
me to-
mother-fucker.
Bread name motherfucker.
Bread
Ryan,
name
you messed
The
that
Edge
one
of
up.
Oblivious.
I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Edge of
The
Oblivious.
edge of oblivious. I like
All
that.
right.
There's no bad options.
Except there really wasn't any good oblivious moments.
Yeah, he pretty much rolled
Yeah, that's
twos and
true.
ones all day, didn't he? Except for that
I mean,
natural
the-
20
we-
perception.
We can say
It also
Edge
isn't
of
my fault. I
Oblivious.
got kind of walked over a lot too, but that's fine.
Oh.
We can
Alright.
save Age of Oblivious for when
I do.
appropriately
No, I
oblivious.
see what you're saying. I think there's going to come a day when Oblivious does some amazing thing, and that episode will be the Edge of Oblivious.
Well, it's either he'll do some amazing thing, or the obliviousness will be so amazing it's worth putting note to it.
Okay. Okay. Also, natural 20 perception. He just was
Yep.
not oblivious today. He was pretty aware.
Oblivious-less.
That's right. He was oblivious.
He was oblivious.
He was oblivious.
Okay. Well, we'll stop there and we'll pick it up next Wednesday. We're switching to Wednesdays next week. Hope you guys can make it. It's going to be a wild semester. They have piled so much shit on me. I'll do my best.
Oh, a question.